Nobody can see me. That's right. He never points me out when he's looking for examples of something, you know.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully, this evening we will be safe if there's storms out there, and ask everyone to please be cautious, particularly if you're on the roads. We will go ahead and call our July meeting to order. Welcome everyone here. I'm going to ask Mr. Hinkle if he would give us an invocation and ask everyone to stand when we recite our pledge. But at this time, I'll ask Mr. Hinkle to give us an invocation. Thank you.
Bow our heads, please. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion and to nurture the bonds of community. Fill us with your grace, O Lord, as we make decisions that will affect our town and our community. May everything that we do be pleasing in your sight and benefit our town. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for your participation. Council, you have your agendas in front of you. Are there any amendments to tonight's agenda?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to add a closed session pursuant North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A3 for consultant attorney.
Okay. Any other changes? Okay. Anything from staff?
No, sir.
Thank you. Council, is there a second to the motion or a motion to add or approve our agenda with the addition of the closed session to consult an attorney?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is made, receives a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. We will move down our agenda. First is our consent. We've got approval of budget workshop, approval of the agenda briefing minutes from May 5th, closed session on May 5th, the amendment to the town schedule of fees, a annexation request setting the public hearing date for August 14th, another annexation request setting the public hearing date for August 14th, and the approval of a interlocal sewer agreement between City of Statesville and the town of Troutman. Those are our consent items. They will be approved in one motion unless requests are asked by council. Are there any changes to the consent? I would ask actually that at least.
Yes, I have a change.
Yes.
If we could remove item Roman numeral 6G.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Which one? Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
You want to
Okay.
do new business or just?
I think at this time we'll just remove it from the consent agenda and revisit it at a later time.
All right. With that, is there a motion to approve our consent?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor, that we approve our consent agenda with the removal of 6D,
G.
B, excuse me.
Motion is made to remove item 6G. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion passes. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is new business, and the first item is consideration of a text amendment TA 2504, temporary uses, request to amend 3.425 temporary uses, and 13.3 the definition of specialized terms. I will now open this public hearing and turn it over to Alexa, our planner, associate planner.
Hi, everyone. As we spoke about this at the briefing, if there's any questions, I'm here to answer. For the time being.
Okay. Any, at this time, what I would ask is, I know Alexa shared some additional information. Everybody comfortable with those?
Yeah, I believe she had shared the definition of parking for the structure, is that correct?
Yes, I shared section.
It was like 5.3 in our
yes,
UDO ordinance.
Section 5.3.3, which is our general parking standard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Wasn't there one thing, though, we needed to address at the end of that? Her email? I'm not even sure what it is, but I just remember there was a question.
Right.
I would have to go back to the email. Is that regarding the
Well,
size?
It's what you referenced in, yeah, at the end. I think there's still one, like, seemed like there was something that was open, left open.
Yeah,
that you addressed at the end of your email.
Sure. Within the definition of a produce stand, we were having a discussion on a size cap, and we can continue. We can either table that discussion, but for now, I made the recommendation that we leave that up to site plan review.
Yeah, and I
Thank you for that. Thank you for the
Yeah.
reminder.
think we're in agreement with that.
To table or to go to site plan?
To refer it back to site plan approval.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, everybody good with that? Okay, then we can move forward with the public hearing then.
Yeah.
We're not going to, hold a public hearing, we can hold this over until our next meeting in August.
I think that was the gist of Monday's discussion. However, I think when Alexa sent out the notes, it met, I
Yeah.
think, the request to look at that language. So again, that's why I was asking the question. Do we want to move forward with it based on what she's already sent? Or do we want to postpone it to August?
At this point in time, I request that we have our public hearing
Yes.
and then table it until, or continue it, I should say, until our August meeting. That was the my request that we did, as we discussed Monday afternoon.
I'll second Councilman Henkel's motion.
So with that, we will pause the public hearing, and if there's a motion on the floor to continue this item until next month.
Mr. Mayor, I believe our motion is to continue with the public hearing and continue post-public hearing.
Okay.
We could, hold it this evening and then continue it on, I'll close it out and then
Okay.
continue until August, or we can continue public hearing and where others can speak.
Well, if there's-
August, whatever, but
Well, if there's folks here who want to speak to it, we can continue if folks are okay with that. Okay. All right. We will continue it after we hear from the public. Any other questions for staff? Anyone here like to comment on this text amendment regarding temporary uses? All right. If not, we will accept the motion to consider the adoption of this particular ordinance.
I think you were wanting to hear from the public and then suspend.
I
hold the
did.
public hearing and then
Yeah.
we did continue the public hearing and close it out and then table this until August or the other.
Which I just asked the public if they wanted to speak on it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Nobody got up.
Excuse me?
Nobody said anything.
There's
when he
nobody
asked.
here
Nobody,
to
yeah.
speak.
Nobody, that's right, and
Yeah.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
y'all work with me. Well, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and close this public hearing. We will accept the motion to adopt the ordinance, continue this until next month, if that's appropriate.
Sure.
Okay? Is there a motion to continue the public hearing until next month?
I so move, sir.
Is there a second?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
In opposition, we will continue the public hearing next month and consider adoption of the ordinance at that time. Mhm. The next item on the agenda is the consideration of the selection of an engineering firm for the following projects: water capacity improvement, Phase 1, water capacity improvements, Phase 2, the water system rehabilitation, Phase 1, and the Murdoch Road water main extension. I'll turn it over to Mr. Mundi for comment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So these are the 4 projects we spoke about briefly on Monday. We requested engineering firm qualifications for these 4 projects, and we received 2 submissions from engineering firms, and it is staff's recommendation based on their experience, their knowledge with the town, and their more than fair rates that we approve West Consultants as our engineering firm for these 4 projects.
Okay. Any questions for our finance director regarding these projects? Is there a motion to accept the engineering firm, West Consultants, for these projects?
I will so move, sir.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
In opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is public comments. We invite the public to address the council with any comments or concerns. Limit your comments to 3 minutes. And I will open it up and ask anyone who would like to address the council with comments. Please state your name and sign in at the podium. Okay. All right, if no public comments, we will move on down to elected official reports. I'll start to my left. Mr. Jarozinski.
I think we covered a lot of ground on Monday with some of the comments that were shared with everything going on in the town over the last month or so. I'd like to just remind everybody that we have a party in the park coming up next Friday, July 18th. Excited to see everybody come. I believe it starts at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, great, thank you. Ms. Harris.
I used to work for Park and Recreation for many, many years, and I have to acknowledge that this month is National Park and Rec Month. So our Park and Rec officials, I shouldn't say officials, but our Park and Rec staff here do an amazing job. I hope that they're watching this or come back and watch it, but they do an amazing job with all of our events. And as Councilman Jarozinski said, there's a party in the park on the 18th, and they put a lot of hard work into making this happen. And the pickleball courts and basketball courts are a result of many, 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 many years of hard work. So please go out and use those facilities and enjoy our parks. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Now.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just concur with my other council people, but I'd like to please ask our residents in our community to please keep the people in Texas that were affected by the floods and the deaths, and please keep thoughts and prayers, and that everything will work out, and that people will take care of each other down there, and whatever kind of help that can be sent down there, please, if you can afford it, to do it to the Red Cross or any organizations that are helping. Again, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hinkle.
I certainly concur with my fellow members that have spoken so far, and don't want to be redundant from Monday. I will just add to Councilman Now's plea to keep Texas in our hearts and the devastation that they suffered over the past week, that we need to add New Mexico to that. They had not quite as much as Texas did in the way of damage, but certainly I think there was a little bit of loss of life and certainly property destruction. So I hate that weather conditions are such that we're seeing things like this happen, but hopefully people, officials, leaders will learn from it and be better prepared next time. And with that, I'll pass it on.
Thank you.
I'd like to add one last thing, just also with our local flooding here in Durham and Chapel Hill in the last week as well. It doesn't seem to be as tragic as maybe more out in the Midwest, but it's still very tragic for those that are experiencing it.
Mr. Oxer?
I agree with all that was said, and I don't think they really left too much for us over here at this end. But yeah, just dittos all around. Hope everybody had a good 4th, and hope everybody enjoys the weather and has a good summer. That's all, man.
Thank you. Again, I too agree with all of the comments. I do want to restate that our thoughts and prayers go out to our town manager, Mr. White's family, as he continues to recover from his illness. I do know some folks who have been affected by the floods in Texas, so I do appreciate Mr. Now mentioning that as well. We actually have some folks who are locally who family members impacted, and so again, please keep everyone, including folks in North Carolina, in your thoughts and prayers. And we've got a few days here where potentially more flooding can happen, and so again, I ask folks to please be cautious and pay close attention to weather reports over the next few days. With that, I will turn it over to Justin for any staff comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like to say kudos to all the staff for their hard work this last month, especially the last few weeks. It's a challenging time for our staff, but everybody's pitching in wherever needed and helping us get through this. The police always keep us safe. Public Works keeps the water and other things flowing the way they should. Parks and Rec does a phenomenal job with all the events they put on and keeping the Greenway looking nice. Planning and Zoning, they do a great job updating town ordinances and policies as needed. Admin billing, they do our day-to-day activities and keep the town running smoothly. And I just want to thank Town Council as well for being supportive of staff and asking us what we need during this time, so I appreciate that. And like the mayor said, just want to keep Duck in our thoughts and prayers, and nobody will be more excited than me when it comes back. That's all I got.
Great, thank you. If there's no other comments at this time, I'll accept the motion to go into closed session.
Motion to go into closed session at this time.
Okay. Motion to go into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statutes 143, 318, 11A6, and 11A3 to discuss personnel and to consult with an attorney respectively. Is there a second?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Motion is made, received a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. I think all we need is the staff and our attorney. I think, Alexa, you can go home.